Sophie Cunningham hilariously destroys eyepoke Jacy Sheldon again. When Sophie Cunningham saw that rookie card, she did not hesitate. She did not just sign a name, she stamped a moment with WNBA history with three simple words property of written above Jacy Sheldon's face. Cunningham turned on already heated rivalry into one of the most hilarious and savage clapbacks fans have ever seen. But to understand why this moment blew up the internet, you have to rewind to where it all began, the eyepoke. The eyepoke that started it all. It was supposed to be just another instant game, but things quickly took a turn. Classic Clark, the biggest rookie in the WNBA, was locked in a physical battle on the court. Then came the moment fans still talked about Jacy Sheldon in a scramble. Now, depending on who asks charges move, either a total accident or something far more questionable. Reports tried to smooth it over as unintentional, but fans weren't buying it. Clips went viral, slow down, frame by frame, showing the contact. Debates broke out online. Was this just aggressive defense gone wrong or a dirty play that crossed the line? And here is where Sophie enters the story. Because if there is one thing Sophie has built a reputation on, it is standing for a teammate and making sure opponents know this. The retaliation. Later in the game, with emotion boiling, Cunningham struck back. Sheldon found herself on the receiving end of a crushing foul. It was Sophie who delivered it. No hesitation, no soft contact, just a message loud and clear. You don't mess up with my teammate. The foul was so hard it immediately drew whistles, and both players got caught in a tense exchange. Cameras caught Sheldon glaring, in Cunningham smirking, and fans knew this wasn't just basketball anymore, this was personal. The clash at the arena bruising, with commentators scrambling to frame it. Some said it was unnecessary, others called it perfect payback, but one thing was certain, Sophie just added another chapter to her growing enforcer reputation, and for Sheldon, the night wasn't over because what happened next made headlines far beyond the court. The throw move, property of autography. Fast forward to after the game, a fan approached Sophie with something unusual, a rookie card of Jacy. But instead of asking her to just sign a name, the fan had a bright idea, write property of above it. The set. Sophie laughed, grabbed the marker, and without hesitation did exactly that. On Jacy's official card, Sophie Cunningham scrapped property of Sophie. And just like that, the internet exploded. The photo went viral instantly. Fans were requesting, reposting. Memes page were running wide with caption, and even neutral fans did not even care about the teams could not stop laughing. This wasn't just trash talk, it was throwing at the highest level. Sophie had managed to turn a heated on-court clash into a moment of pure comedy gold, and in doing so, she won over an even bigger share of fans. The fallout. Social media lit up with wildfire. Tweets poured in. This is the funniest autograph in sports stream. Sports sites picked up the story, calling it savage, hilarious, and iconic. Article highlighted the autography as one of the best trolling moments in WNBA history. Even fans would normally criticize Sophie for being too physical were forced to admit this was genius. And while Sheldon did not publicize the comment, the silence only fueled the legend of the moment. It became more than just a fall or a rivalry. It became part of Sophie's growing image as one of the league's most entertaining personality. The bigger picture. This is where things get interesting. Sophie Cunningham has never been just another player. She built a brand on being very unafraid and unapologetically herself. On the court, she's physically and tough. Off the court, she's charismatic and funny. Moments like the property of autograph proof. She's more than just murder. She knows how to work the crowd, play the media, and turn controversy into entertainment. She's also been one of the few voices openly defending Clark, calling out the over-the-top physicality rookies are faced. On her podcast appearances, Sophie has just said many fans were thinking that players were targeting Clark unfairly, and someone needed to step in, that balance of protector and entertainer. And while Sheldon might have not asked to be part of the story, she's become the perfect foe. Every neat and opposite, and Cunningham seems to have found hers. What next? Every part is not over the best part. This is not a one-and-done moment with Sheldon not playing for the Mystics and Sophie leading the Michael Race Thursday roster matchup between their teams guaranteed fireworks. Fans are already cycling dates on this calendar, writing and waiting for the next round of Sophie vs Jacy. Why Sheldon fire back? Will Sophie find another hilarious way to troll our rivalry? Nobody knows what. What is exactly why the hype keep building? And that is Rocky card. It's basically a collector's item. A small piece of cardboard that carries a whole story of first fights and one unforgettable autograph. More than just basketball, at the end of the day, their story is not just about the four, an eyepoke or an autograph. It is about how moments like this elevate the WNBA into something bigger than just sport. It is about rivalries, personalities, and the drama that keeps fans glued to every game. Sophie Cunningham managed a turn to controversy, play into one of the funniest clipbacks the league has ever seen. In just a few seconds, with a marker, she commented her reputation as both an enforcer and entertainer. And for Jacy Sheldon, whether she likes it or not, she is now tied to Sophie in one of the league's most talked about rivalries, because in the WNBA it is not always the dunks or the scores that go viral. Sometimes it is the savage handwriting of a player who knows exactly how to keep fans talking. In a league where rivalries fuel the fire, Sophie Cunningham did not just destroy Jacy Sheldon with a foul, she did it with a pen. And that is the kind of bond that does not fade. Don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe, and also comment. Drop your thoughts in the comment section about Sophie and Jacy. Also, hit the notification bell for more insights to story.